God does not lose interest in us. When I was a kid, the big thing was to put together models of rocket ships, the Apollo program. So we had the Apollo rocket and the moon lander, and you had these little model kits, and they all came, and they were, you had to tear the pieces off, and you had directions, and you had to put it all together. And it was a great idea when you buy it at the Kmart, or as we called it back then, the Kmarts. You bring that home, and you start taking it apart, and you've got all these pieces. And some point in there, because the lunar lander had a lot of little pieces, and it got to be too hard. And I lost interest. It was like, I'd really rather go play guitar. There's a lot of pieces to this thing. I did finally finish it, but I kind of lost interest. I really had to push myself to finish it. Sometimes we start projects like that, don't we? We start a project and we lose interest.
Amen.
I'm telling you, God will never do that to you. God will never lose interest in you. I am certain, Paul says, He, God, who began a good work in you, will continue that work until it is finished. When will it be finished? Never. As long as there's life and breath in us, it's never finished. He'll continue that work in us. Now we get better, right? He takes away those things that are negative in our life, but it's like picking up rocks in the yard. You get all the big ones and you go, wait a minute, where do all these other ones come from? You keep finding rocks because there's still rocks in us. But He will keep doing that. He'll change us, and every time you take a layer of rocks out, it gets a little better, doesn't it? That garden gets better because you get rid of all that stuff. And that's what God is doing with it. He doesn't quit on us. If we will let Him and we desire to keep Him in our heart, He doesn't ever quit working on us. He doesn't ever quit working on us. Isn't that good?
Amen.
He doesn't ever quit.